Guys, this is absolutely incredible news. I mean, I can't truly say how happy, how excited I am about seeing this. You can probably already catch a bit of a spoiler right here. MLB The Show 25 is getting rid of sets and seasons. Of course, the thing that was brought into MLB 23 as a way to revolutionize Diamond Dynasty Ultimate Team style game modes that obviously fell flat on its face. They're done after 2 years. Now, it's been a long 2 years, but I'm glad they're not going to try it for a third year. Let's go ahead and see what exactly they're talking about. But I am just really happy to see this. I thought this was going to happen, right? I did not think that they were going to try and trot out the same sets and seasons model for a third year. That would have been very, very tough to come back from, because MLB 23, you saw pushback, and then, they said, oh, it's gone. There's no sets. It's just seasons, which was about the chintziest way of saying the game's the same. They're, oh, yes, sets are gone. It's just seasons. It's the same thing. It's actually more restrictive, but yeah, they're gone. Looking towards the future of MLB The Show, we'll just read through this together. Season 4 of MLB 24 is coming tomorrow, of course. Finest content. We'll show a little sneak peeks of that a little bit later on in this video, but the big bullet points here. The Show 25 Diamond Dynasty. We appreciate the feedback from our community, and have also decided that sets and seasons will not be returning in MLB The Show 25, allowing every card to be used freely throughout the year. Hallelujah! Let the good times roll. Well, we look forward to sharing more about our live content plans for MLB The Show 25 at a later date. Our Season 4 approach gives you a sense of the direction in MLB The Show 25. So it's going to be interesting. Of course, we know a lot of Season 4 will be built on Team Affinity, which again seems like that's going to be the finest, the 99s that we've already seen. And, going forward here, we're excited to share that our fans will be able to earn rewards in MLB The Show 24 to jumpstart your MLB The Show 25 experience. Beginning tomorrow, you can start earning now and later MLB The Show packs and playable content all throughout Diamond Dynasty. Each now and later MLB The Show pack earned in MLB 24 will grant an MLB The Show pack in MLB The Show 25. So, kind of like what we've gotten in the past, like the loyalty rewards, but just at a broader sense, because the more you play, it sounds like theoretically the more packs that you can earn, which is cool, of course. And I really want to stress what they're talking about with Season 4 saying that's going to be a lot of what we can expect with MLB The Show 25. Because obviously, it's 99 overalls. Everybody's going to have 99 overall teams. I hope that's not what they're going to do for MLB The Show 25. I get some people might see it as kind of slow and boring going at the traditional 85 overalls, and 91 is typically the highest outside of collection rewards that you used to be able to earn day one of MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty from MLB 22 and beforehand. Going back to that and having actual gold cards on your team for weeks. I mean, a lot of people really did. But, it will be interesting. And again, biggest thing, too, outside of sets and seasons, let's make sure that we're giving people an opportunity to earn content free to play through programs and not packs. That's another thing, too. They talk a little bit more. As we work to develop the most authentic and realistic Major League Baseball experience possible, we also wanted to share a sneak peek showing just some of what is to come next year in MLB The Show 25. I've read through this already. Doesn't really mean a whole lot to me. Road to the show. Deep in the player's journey, before being drafted, and return control to how a player develops and grows in new and interesting ways. So, again, they're always looking to slightly change stuff. Road to the show, I think, is the mode that has gotten just looked over the most throughout the years. It came in, MLB The Show 2008 was the first year of Road to the Show, and gonna be honest, I feel like it was almost better back then than it is now, because there's just a couple new additions that I actually think are worthwhile, and that was 16 years ago, MLB The Show '08. But maybe this is talking about playing in high school, potentially, deep in the player's journey before being drafted. It could be more storylines, kind of like NBA 2K. You would have some rivals that you had in with the draft. Could be something to look at. Return control to how a player develops and grows. So I think this is talking about the archetype systems going away, which is something I would be a big fan of. The archetypes are paper thin, and it really makes you unable to mold the player exactly how you want to, because all those archetypes, you can't change them, in your career. A lot of times you see a guy who might have been a big speed threat earlier on, he takes up trying to put the ball in the air a little bit more, hits for a bit more power as he gets older. We see players change, but you don't really get that reflection within the game with the archetype system. So if this is getting back to earning, essentially attribute points that you can allot as you choose, I think that's a great addition. Diamond Dynasty, alongside the retirement of sets and seasons. God, I love to hear that. Our fans can look forward to all new elements of Diamond Dynasty experience blended with what our fans love most about Diamond Dynasty. So that's about the most nothing of a statement ever. But I'm glad that we're hearing something. Again, this is great that they're giving us this information now opposed to February, because that is big towards marketing their next game. If people were under the impression that sets and seasons might still be in the game 4 or 5 weeks before it's time to pre-order, that I do think would impact sales. I get Xbox Game Pass, not a big deal because you can download free on day one, especially for us on PlayStation, and we'll talk about the whole, staying on current gen only, PS5, Xbox Series X. That would be very good. Franchise, improved trade evaluation metrics are coming along with the new and fun, engaging off-season experience. Gonna be honest, the trade system sucks, but find me a sports game where trade system is good. You can look at rebuilds of NBA 2K players, Madden players. They're not realistic. They're better than the show is with their franchise, but I hope that's not one of the big things, that they're slightly more realistic. At least to me, there's more important things that they could do. Making it feel more like an owner mode opposed to a GM mode. Have a chance. I always talk about it, like the Padres. They took themselves from a smaller-ish market team to now one of the biggest spenders that sell out nearly every home game. And you can't really do that with how the budget system is set in place in franchise and current MLB The Show. They do talk about a fun and engaging off-season experience. Be fun if they add in the international signing pool. That could be interesting. Little extra element there. There's a lot of stuff that they could do with franchise. I'm going to do videos, both Road to the Show and franchise, talk about what needs to happen. Then gameplay. With the expansion of QuickTime events, defensive AI and pathing updates, enjoy more engaging moment-to-moment gameplay. I can't really see QuickTime events being something for online. It's possible, but maybe for robbing a home run or making a big diving catch, they could have a QTE, but I'm a little hesitant on that. We'll see what they actually mean. Good chance that's probably just Road to the Show, but we'll see. Defensive AI, they always talk about improving that. Some things get improved, some things get worse. And pathing updates, I'm assuming that's just talking about taking better routes to the ball, but I guess we'll see. And then just generally more engaging gameplay, and that's all we know so far about MLB The Show 25. Not a ton. Mostly, we just know that sets and seasons are gone, which is very big news. But yeah, we're going to have to wait and see more about what exactly is coming. I do want to take a second, show off all the Team Affinity Finest cards that you guys could expect to see tomorrow. We went over the American League already, but the National League, there's some new players here. So just pause along if you want to see someone specific. But the National League new guys, we have Max Fried. Of course, a free agent this year, going to be very fun to see where he ends up. And he's going to be very fun for your Diamond Dynasty team, too. A great pitch mix and good BB9s as well. We have Willie Adames for the Brewers, another free agent, kind of interesting. Sonny Gray, wish he was in a Twins uniform, but still is going to be on that team. 99 overall for the Cardinals. He'll be a good pitcher too. Seiya Suzuki in year 3 with the Cubbies. He had a pretty good year, so very deserving. Jock Peterson for the D-backs. He's going to be a fun lefty bat to pull off the bench maybe. Tyler Glasnow, good in real life. Again, this is something that hopefully they try and work within the gameplay for MLB 25. I just don't think he's that good in the game. He's not nearly as good in MLB The Show as he is in MLB. Matt Chapman for the Giants, of course, is going to have great defense. He's going to have some pop, 227 homers this year. Otto Lopez is who they decided for the Marlins. Them and the White Sox. Obviously, White Sox were going to get Crochet, but always interesting. Severino, another free agent right here for the Mets, although they might bring him back. Pretty good pitch mix. He could be okay. Luis Garcia Jr., going to be a slept-on card. Just going to leave it at that. Trust me, he's going to be pretty good. Jackson Merrill, some people said he's robbed a Rookie of the Year, but he gets a Finest card. We'll have to see how good he is. Trey Turner, Brian Reynolds, really stoked about these two. Two of the best cards in the game consistently. They're both going to get Finest, just really making me horny. Spencer Steer for the Cincinnati Reds. You got Zeke Tovar, and that's it. Yeah, that wraps it up. But we have to talk about this. XP Reward Path, Big Bang, Season 4. This is it. This is the But we got to talk about this. Season 4 XP Reward Path, the last big shebang that we're going to get for the year. And you're going to earn Nolan Arenado, Cycle card from 2022, Finest Bobby Witt Jr., Finest Jose Ramirez, Finest Tanner Scott, Finest Zach Wheeler, and a Retro Finest Kenley Jansen. 6 really good cards. 6 cards that we have seen before, but like Jose Ramirez, he hasn't gotten that big card this year, so that will still be exciting. That'll be fun. Nolan Arenado, I don't think he's had that top of the line card this year either, so he'll be a good one. Bobby Witt Jr., I loved his Lightning card. He also had that 99 All-Stars Home Run Derby card, I believe. Yeah, Home Run Derby card that he had. He was runner-up to Teoscar Hernandez. Zach Wheeler, always good pitch mix in the game. We know how good Kenley is. Then Tanner Scott. A lot of people need lefty relievers. He's going to be one of the best of all. But that's not it. There's also going to be a Finest collection, and they're showing off a captain. 99 Corbin Burns. Would have been nice to see a little bit more effort on the card art. It looks a little boring, but, at least is a clear indicator that he does boost up Finest cards. And again, he's a 99, right? This is a guy that's already going to be good. We know how good Corbin Burns cards typically are, but add on the fact that he's going to help boost up not only himself, but your teammates, your Finest teammates. This is going to be really fun. And there's also going to be more collection cards in there as well. Let me know in the comment section who got robbed of a Finest. Hopefully whoever you say is going to get one tomorrow when Season 4 is revealed. So a lot that we saw today, both for MLB The Show 24, which again, remember, restrictions are off come tomorrow. So all the cards, set 1, 2, 3, you can use those finally. And that's the last restricting we'll ever have. Once noon Pacific, 3 Eastern rolls around tomorrow, that is the last time that these authoritative that SDS is going to restrict you from using what you earned. And man, does that feel good. So let me know in the comments section what you guys think. Great day, great news today. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy, and thank you all for watching.